السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? Welcome to a new social session. Today's lesson is the African horn. It's page 83. 83. Our major topic today is 83. The African horn. The African horn. So have it to open your box on this page. Okay. You guys, you know that we have you have discussed in science, or maybe in I think that any confirmation, please. We have tackled Africa, about where is Africa and so on. I think that we have tackled Africa. Any confirmation, you guys? Have we discussed and explained Africa? Have we explained Africa?
Yes, Mister.
Of course, today we are gonna have an important part of Africa. An important part of Africa is called the African Horn. The African Horn. First, what is the meaning of African Horn? African Horn is a place which consists of a number of countries, including Djibouti, Somalia, Ethiopia, and Kenya as well. These countries form what we call the African Horn. So today we are going to discuss the importance of such countries economically and geographically as well. So let's get started. Ryan, you have to start reading. Start reading, Ryan. Although the Arab League tries to solve.
Yes, Mister.
Yes, of course. Now start reading.
Okay. Although the Arab League tries to solve the problems of the Arab nation, including poverty, which persists in some of the state members. Some parts of that nation remain to face lots of economic and social challenges. Then Arab countries of the Djibouti and Somalia.
Djibouti and Somalia.
Huh?
Somalia and Djibouti. Djibouti and Somalia.
Djibouti and Somalia are part of what is called the Horn of Africa. The Horn of Africa. The Horn of Africa includes also the countries of Eritrea and Ethiopia. This part of the world was once in the past called the land of Berbers. The Horn of Africa forms a peninsula that extends into the Arabian Sea and lies along the southern shore of the Gulf of Aden. The African Horn consists mainly of mountainous region and arid lowlands. Most of the Horn receives little rainfall during the monsoon season, which makes areas like Somalia and Djibouti of less moisture than other places.
Thank you, Raya. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
African Horn. In fact, first of all, as you know, the Arab League of the Arab countries are trying to work together to solve the problems in this important part of the Arab world, the African Horn. The African Horn consists of one of the most important Arab countries in Africa, which are Somalia and Djibouti. In fact, dear students, many students don't know that Somalia and Djibouti are Arab countries. Do you know that? Somalia and Djibouti are Arab countries.
I know that.
Arabia, yes. But they are located in Africa, of course. So the Arab countries of Djibouti and Somalia are part of what we call the African Horn, or the Horn of Africa. So it includes a number of countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, Djibouti also, and Somalia, and down you shall have Kenya as well. So I have the first question here. Dear, I'm sorry, dear.
Sir.
Yes, my question, dear guys, is about what do you know about the African Horn, or the country that is located in the African Horn? Can you please, who is ready to provide me with such countries in the African Horn?
Mr. First, Mr. You have a green.
Yes, I'm working to yes. So, dear guys, I'm asking about the countries that form the African Horn. Who is ready? Who is ready to provide me with the countries? So let me have Mustafa, please, can you tell me about the countries which are in the African Horn, please?
What, Mr.?
Can you tell me about the countries which form what we call the African Horn? The countries in the African Horn.
Mr., can you repeat?
I'm asking you about the countries in the African Horn, or the countries that form the African Horn.
Mr., it's Sudan, Mr. Ethiopia.
Mustafa, I think that there is a noise. There is a noise atmosphere beside you so I can hear you well. Let me have another participant. Muhammad Hamza.
Mr.
Muhammad, how are you from? Let me know about countries that form the
Mr.
African continent. Are you ready to answer this question?
Mr.
Yes, Mister.
Yeah.
Mr. I
Okay.
didn't have my.
I'm asking about the African countries, or the countries that form the African Horn. Are you ready to answer this question?
It is allowed to open our camp or no?
Guys, Muhammad Hanzala, you have the opportunity. You have to answer right now.
Yes,
You know?
Mister.
Yes.
Mister, it is allowed to open our camps or no?
Yes. Who is ready to answer? Muhammad Hanzala, that's your turn. Can you answer my question, please? I'm asking you.
Yes. What is the
Hanzala is
question?
not ready. Zaid, how are you, Zaid?
Yeah, Mister.
Yeah.
Okay. The Arab countries of Niger and Somalia are part of what is called the Horn of Africa. The Horn of
Yes.
Africa includes also the countries of Eritrea and Ethiopia. This part of the world
Yeah,
was
very good. So we have about
once in a
four countries that form the African Horn. Number one, Somalia. Somalia, of course, the biggest part of the African Horn is Somalia. We have also Djibouti. We have also Eritrea and Ethiopia. So four countries. Djibouti and Somalia are Arab countries, and also we have some Ethiopia and Eritrea. So here,
Where is Ethiopia and
what?
where is Ethiopia and Erie?
Look at here. Look at the map. Look at the map. This is Ethiopia. Look at the book. You will find Ethiopia. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So we have also the African mountains, and lowlands, of course. Most of the Horn receives little rain for during the seasons. Of course, there is a short. So let's move it to the second part.
Mister, it is allowed to open our camps or no? Mister, can you hear me?
Mr. left.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God.
No.
No.
Don't look, he didn't
Wait,
look.
Mr. Enter.
I didn't ask her.
Okay, so let's move to the second part. Throughout history,
Mr.
start
Kamal?
reading here.
One night.
Can I open my camera?
No, it is not allowed. Marwan Said, start reading throughout history.
Throughout history, the horn has a strategic location since it compares a network of ports which extended from the Arabian Gulf to the Indian Ocean. The population of the host approximates 100.8 million people, and it is the mainly concentrated
In Ethiopia. Concentrated in Ethiopia, of course. Yes,
Ethiopia.
here, yes. The Horn was occupied in past by different countries. Complete?
Yusuf.
Complete? The
Okay.
horn
Mr. Can I complete?
The horn was occupied in the past.
occupied. It was occupied in the past by different
Art
countries.
in the past by different countries, such as Italy, Britain,
Britain, France, yes,
and France. Ethiopia's passed through was branded with different crises.
crisis,
Crises
crisis,
since the country has faced the greatest conflicts between
Christians and the Muslims.
Christians and
Christians and Muslims were trying to win more resources
try
and
to win the
gain.
resources and attain greater living space.
Yes. Here, dear guys, we are talking about the historical importance of this place. This place, of course, the Horn of Africa is very highly important, of a highly importance, of course.
Mr. Can
Uh,
I read?
Many ports there. We have many ports there, and according to its great importance, this place was occupied by Italy. Italy occupied this region for a period of time. Also France. Of course, here, according to population, of course, in this place are about more than 100 million. 100 million people are living there in this place. They are mainly concentrated in Ethiopia. Ethiopia may be 70 to 80 million people are living in Ethiopia. So this place, this is about population. So of course, this region, the African Horn, was suffering from many conflicts, many wars and conflicts. Here, for example, in Ethiopia, you know, is suffering from many crises, many problems, in fact, and it faced the greatest civil war and the civil conflicts in the same region of Ethiopia. So these conflicts were between Muslims living in Ethiopia and Eritrea, and also there was a war, of course. A big war between Ethiopia and Eritrea. This war lasts for many years. Many people, hundreds and tens of people died in this region. Muslims and the Christians, of course, were fighting each other in such a place for many reasons, especially for the natural resources there. So about population. So Muhammad,
Mr. Can I read?
Omar Nasser. Omar, what do you know about population in the African Horn? How many people are living there and so on? Tell me about population, Omar Nasser.
Yes, Mr. 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 Can you hear me?
Tell me about population. Population. What do you know about population in the African Horn?
Population uh, 11 11.5 million. No.
Yes, 100. Yes, 100. Yes.
Yes,
Now, which country in the African Horn had the biggest number of population?
Ethiopia. That's
Ethiopia.
100.2 million people.
Yes. Thank you, Omar. Marwan, if you start reading, natural disasters are another major problem.
Natural disasters are another major problem that surround the area.
Drought means
Drought.
what's the meaning of drought?
I-
Drought means
I know,
lack
sir.
of grass, lack of food. You understand? Drought means what? Lack of food, lack of water, and lack of course, grass. So complete.
Mr. Drought, it's mean that the area that didn't come it water or for a few years.
Yes, yes. Lack of water, lack of grass, and lack of food, of course. Complete.
And flood
And the
Till-
flood tend
and
to
flood.
reoccur frequently. Thank you, dear Marwan Naik.
Mr.
So,
can I read?
wait. Thank you, Marwan. I have here another question about the major problems, about the conflicts for, I want Ziad Hani. Ziad, can you tell me about the problems in the African, about conflicts and wars, disputes and fights? Yes?
You want me to read?
I'm asking you about the problems in Ethiopia, especially in Ethiopia. So, can you tell me about the problems and the conflicts in Ethiopia to give me a hint? You say there are problems and the conflicts in Ethiopia. What are the reasons for such and the results for such disputes?
Suffering.
Yes. You say Ethiopia faced many conflicts between. Okay, thank you, Ziad. I'm coming back to you. Yusuf Walid, tell me about the conflicts in Ethiopia.
Conflict in Ethiopia.
Conflicts in Ethiopia.
Okay, conflicts in Ethiopia like the Djibouti and Somalia.
Yeah. We said before that Ethiopia was suffering from and is suffering from till the present time from many problems. We said that in Ethiopia there is a conflict between two parties. Muhammad Hassan.
Yes,
We
war.
have
There
conflicts
is a
between
war.
two
Yeah.
parties. Yes, we have in Ethiopia, we have conflict and dispute between two parties. Can you tell me who about those two disputing parties in Ethiopia? Muhammad Hanzala.
Mr. Can I say?
Let's give him the opportunity.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you ready to tell me?
Hello. Hello.
About the conflict in Ethiopia? Yes.
About what?
I asked you about the conflict in Ethiopia. We have two major parties that are conflicting. They are fighting each other in Ethiopia in the past and right now here in the present time.
Mr. Can I say?
Okay, give Muhammad Hassan the opportunity to answer. Muhammad.
Yes, I can hear you. Your voice is loud.
Muhammad Hamza. Okay, who is ready to help Muhammad? I think Muhammad, you have a problem
Mr.
with the
Can I?
voice.
Mr. Can
I
I?
hear you. Okay, can
Mr.
answer.
Can I?
You can answer. You can answer. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Me? Mr. Can I answer?
Marwan,
Yes.
Marwan Naif, you know the correct answer?
Mr. Rhino.
No, Mr. I don't.
Mr. Can I answer?
You can answer, Mustafa.
Okay, a war between Muslims and the Christians. Mister?
Oh my God, he left. Mr. left. Oh my God.
Every time I did it, I don't know. Wait, still for the session. Please wait. Still for the
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4.
Yes, 4. Okay, we wait the mister. If the mister didn't come at 4:16 or 17, I will close. I will end.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, the mister came.
Guys, Yusuf Walid is complete reading malnutrition.
Yes, mister.
The highlighted word
Mister?
here in the last malnutrition. Malnutrition refers to
Read, mister.
malnutrition. Malnutrition
Okay,
refers to what?
malnutrition refers to the lack of enough nutrients in the body. In fact, between the years 1982 and 1992, around 2 million persons died in the Horn of Africa because of war and famine. Mister.
Very good. Of course, that faces the people in this place malnutrition. Malnutrition is bad health and Eritrea, Somalia as well. You find a bad health. They are very poor people, of course. So malnutrition refers to what? Refers to the lack of enough
Yes.
nutrients in the body. So 2 million people died in this place because of war and famine. So famine means starvation, no food. Famine means starvation, no food, dear guys. So this is the other problem that people in this place are suffering from malnutrition, lack of food, lack of water as well. And how many people died? Who can tell me why this big number of people died? First, how many people died, Rayyan? How many people died in this conflict
Yes, mister. Yes, mister.
in the Horn of Africa? How many? Yes. How many people died in
How many people died?
this place, in this
Okay.
area? How many?
How many? 11.5 million people were people.
No, Ahmad Treki. How many people died in this conflict?
2 million. 100.2.
Around 2 million, of course, because of lack of food and lack of
Hello?
and lack of water and the spread of drought. Yes.
Mr.
Somalia
Did you just
start
finish?
reading. Yeah, we will take two. We'll have, so Marwan, I think Marwan have just Karim Munir start reading Somalia. Somalia.
Somalia is a republic with a president
Karim
and a
Munir.
parliament. Ancient historical tombs, pyramidal structures, and ancient cities have been found in Somalia. The ancient Somali were the first to domesticate the camel. The capital of Somalia is Mogadishu. The Somalis are mostly Muslims, and they were amongst the
Muslims,
first
they,
to
yes,
embrace this religion.
yes. Yes. Somalia, of course, is one of the important countries in the African Horn. I'm sorry. The capital city of Somalia is Mogadishu. The Somalis, most of the Somalis are Muslims, of course. Here, let's move to Djibouti. In the past, Djibouti was a part of Somalia. They were one country, but they separated. They combined and played an important role in creating the sense of separation between the two countries. Let's move to Djibouti. Ziad Al Khalid.
Mr. The
Ziad,
session has been
Djibouti.
ended
Djibouti.
from 1 minute.
Yes, we will finish Djibouti, by the way, and we shall finish it. Djibouti is the capital city. Djibouti. Malik Ammar. Okay, Malik. Djibouti.
Yes, Mister.
Djibouti's capital is Djibouti. It's a republic with
Capital. Okay. And the capital of Djibouti is Djibouti.
Djibouti, direct.
Djibouti.
Yes. Complete.
Read. It is a republic with a parliament and a president. In the past, people in the area used to trade hides and animal skin for perfumes and spices for ancient Egypt, India, and China. Most of the people in Djibouti are Muslims, and each town has at least one mosque.
Thank you. Of course, dear guys, Djibouti is also another important country in the African Horn. Its capital is Djibouti as well. Most of the Djibouti's people are Muslims. It was famous for many trade with Egypt, India, and also China in a number of things like animal skin, perfumes, and the spices as well. Dear guys, this is the end of our session today. It was about the African Horn. So if you have any question, if you have anything to say, you can message in WhatsApp me anytime, dear guys. So my last message to you is don't forget to answer worksheet and quizzes. They are, of course, available on the school website. Dear guys, thanks for joining and following, being active with me today. See you next week. Goodbye.